All right, everybody. Thanks for being along for the live stream. I'm getting things set up here. We will get going here in just a couple of minutes. So kick back and relax and be on our way shortly. And we'll do a quick mic check here just to make sure we get audio across. And we are, and it looks like stream health is good, so there's 2 victories for tonight. We'll get going here in just a few minutes. We're going to make our way out of Chicago Midway. We're going to fly up toward downtown Chicago. Northernmost point of the flight today will be our pass over Wrigley Field, and then we'll make our way southbound. And we'll make our way down to Pontiac for our first leg. So there's 2 legs to the flight. Flight plans are available over on the Flying Doghouse Discord. So even if you miss the flight, you can join our Discord, go get the flight plan, and you can fly this yourself. We'd love to have you along. So we'll be doing another flight after the week of the 4th. So in 2 weeks, we'll pick back up with leg number 2, and we'll make our way from the capital of Illinois down to St. Louis. So we'll be, I guess, flying through the the arch in St. Louis. But I am flying the Kodiak 100 tonight. It's one of my faves. Just downloaded the Cessna 414 update from Flightsim, and it is absolutely terrific. So if you haven't watched the video on that, go check that out. It is back to the top of the mountain. Hard to say which is better, the black square or that, as far as the twin goes. Really depends on your, I guess, your model preference. But I think Flightsim has redeemed themselves very nicely. And after having a conversation earlier with one of my friends who likes to fly that on the regular, or was in 2020, he told me it was broken, but he downloaded the 2020 update, and it's back to solid for him too. So that's good. Always good when a developer delivers, right? And Nigel, you don't have to use push to talk, so you can turn that off.
Oh, just use the voice activated?
Yeah, if that's your preference. If you want to keep using push to talk, that's fine.
No, it lets me see how I can turn it off. Okay, is that working?
I hear you loud and clear.
All right, so, yep, push to talk is off.
All right, and you should still be able to hear me as well. So another good radio check.
Absolutely perfect.
Good deal. Thanks for joining tonight. We may have a couple of other folks join us.
Great.
We'll see. As you and I both know, group flying seems to be a niche within a niche within a niche.
Yeah, I guess not everybody's interested in it, I suppose.
No.
But, I mean, it's a good group, though, on some days.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah, I've always had, good experiences with folks. I mean, you'll have the occasional person that will not want to live by the rules or will act out, but for the most part, it's a very pleasant experience. I think one of the things I have described it as on a group flight a long time ago was it's like ham radio with benefits.
I will tell you from experience, it's a lot more exciting and entertaining.
When I was growing up, my grandmother's next door neighbor, he was a big ham operator, and I got to hang out with him some. It was fascinating to listen to him talk to people all over the world, and I think that's one of the reasons why I like this. I enjoy conversations with people who haven't had the same experience. You know what I mean?
And all over the world. Well,
yeah,
mostly Europe and here, but yeah, to get that different perspective is always fun and interesting.
Yep. So you know the drill. I'm not going to go through rules since we're live streaming this tonight, but I guess for the benefit of folks who may join our Discord later, we only have a handful of rules, and basically it's just to make sure that we keep conversation here light, and we don't venture into any territory that might offend someone. So we try to stay away from sports and religion and politics and any kind of offensive language or discriminatory kinds of stuff. That stuff will get you bounced. But other than that, we're laid back and friendly and about as threatening as a bowl of mashed potatoes. So if that sounds good, feel free to join along with us later. All right, Nigel. So the way I put this flight together tonight, it's really take off from Midway and make our way toward the lake to the east. So I'm mainly aiming for McCormick Place, which is just to the south of Soldier Field.
Yeah, the big convention center.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you remember Comdex? Did you ever do that?
I didn't do it, no.
Yeah, I did. So my trips to Chicago were for Comdex.
Okay.
Got to go to Wrigley too, so that's some of my favorite places on the planet.
I'd like to see if they've modeled the Bean, which isn't too far north of there.
Well, I mean, we can venture our way up. We don't really have an agenda. The thing that is different about the group flights that I am doing here, particularly the series, is that there are 2 flight plans, right? So there's one to the midpoint stop, but then if you want to change aircraft, it certainly makes that a little bit easier too. So
today we are going where to?
So we'll go north to and fly by the Chicago skyline, and then we'll head south to Pontiac, and then from Pontiac down to Capital City. Yep.
Oh, Capital City.
Yeah, which is Springfield. Yeah, Springfield.
Mm-hmm. Got it. Yep. Then I have the right flight plan pulled up, so that's perfect.
Right. Yeah, and one of the things I think that's interesting, and I'll just do this for the benefit of people who may watch this later, is that as you fly over this part of Illinois, you're going to get obviously the urban, which we'll get early, and then you're going to get a sense of, I guess, what I would call the agricultural grid lines on the ground as we follow Route 66. So, and you can kind of see where over time they started building bypasses around the towns. Which I obviously would kill them off. But anyway, that's very evident on the ground as we follow the path. So
it's an iconic route, and I'm really excited to do it. And I'm really glad you did the first leg again, because I missed it the first time.
Well, I did the flight with Chris a couple of weeks ago, and. There were some strange things as far as the recording was concerned, so it was just an excuse for me to kind of revisit this, and also to get the word out. I did not market this really out on my channel, but I do plan on live streaming the rest of these. So we'll make our way all the way to Santa Monica. Not sure how long it'll take, but
awesome.
Anywho, as far as weather's concerned, that's really up to you. I'm sitting on runway 31 right.
But
whatever works for you.
I'm parked in general aviation, and the windsock is telling me 3-1.
Okay.
So I'll do an intersection. I'll taxi down and do an intersection takeoff.
All right, that's great. And I'll go ahead and take the park and brake off and get rolling here.
Okay.
I think. Get my flaps set correctly here. And I've been almost exclusively flying that twin 414 last bit. So, looks like Gary just tried to join us.
Are you on live weather?
Yeah, I was getting washed all over the place. Either that or I'm having controller problems.
No, the windsock is almost horizontal.
Yeah, it was pitching me around pretty good.
I bet.
All right, so and pick an altitude that's comfortable for you. I'm probably going to stick somewhere between 1,500 and 2,000 at the highest.
Yes, I mean low level is where it's at on these flights.
That's right. All right, let's get trimmed out here.
What are you flying today?
Oh, I'm back in the Kodiak 100.
Okay, I'm back in the Blackwing.
Yeah, I love that airplane. I wish the developer would update it.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's had an update in about 2 years.
Yeah, I didn't really notice, but I'll tell you one thing: it models wind veining really well. I can barely keep it straight in this wind. Weather copy.
Yeah, I bought it a long time ago, and I flew it on the fairly regular for several months. It will stop on a dime. I mean, that's the nice thing. You got a tight airfield to get in with it. You're there.
Yeah. I may fly. No, I mean it flies great slowly as well as fast.
Yeah. Doesn't try to kill you. All right. So for those of you watching the stream, I have just changed my weather conditions to add a little bit more sunshine. Anyway, making our way over toward the lake here.
Are you up already?
Oh yeah. Yep. I'm up and away.
Oh, I'm just coming on to 3-1 now.
That's all right. I will.
Don't worry. I've got plenty of power.
Yeah, you'll definitely catch me in the Kodiak. Well, it's okay. I'll buzz the White Sox here for a few minutes. Given that I'm a Cubs fan. Not that we talk about sports or anything. I'll have to give myself a timeout. Yeah, I thought the sports stadiums here in Chicago are very, very well modeled. The Navy Pier seems to be done very well too. I'll swing back. I'll swing back around and look for your nameplate.
I got you dead ahead, and I'll be with you in a jiffy.
Oh, good.
I think they have modeled Chicago pretty well, right?
Yes, they have. They seem to have. Yep, I'm coming back down toward you, following this canal.
First time taking off from Midway. Well, ever being at Midway.
Yeah, I hadn't until I put this trip together. The other alternative was, there's an airfield over here by Soldier Field that we could have used.
Yeah. Actually, didn't someone put Meigs Field back on the map with an add-on?
I'm not sure.
I think they did. I think I read that somewhere. The one by the planetarium on the water.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. I see ya.
All right. Yeah, I'm just to the west of the ballpark. Yeah, I think both times I came up here for Comdex, it was in May, and I just could not get over how cold it was when I was at Wrigley.
Even in May?
In May, oh yeah, I froze to death. Well, 2 + 2 = 4, and here's a Southern boy in the upper Midwest.
Yeah.
I had to go to the gift shop, man, and buy a jersey and a sweatshirt.
I'm surprised it was so cold in May. Should have been all right.
It was really cold, and the wind was coming off the lake too, so it was quite nippy.
Oh yeah, okay. That sounds like yeah.
I was working for Transamerica at the time. I was up here. Transamerica Life?
Yeah, the insurance people that have the big building in San Francisco.
Yep. That would be it. The pyramid.
So, yeah, there's McCormick Center. And looks like you are just over the park.
Yeah, I'm almost to the pier.
So the bean, that silver reflecting bean, is off your left. Somewhere. Yep, there's the field, baseball. Oh, Meigs is still there. The runway's modeled.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't exist anymore in real life, though.
There we go. Gary, what's up? May not have his headset on yet. I had a coworker, Nigel, that went to Europe last week.
Yeah.
She flew into London, and then they made their way over to Paris, and she was talking about how hot it was. They tried to go up in the Eiffel Tower, and they had it closed due to heat.
Oh my, yes. Gosh, that was a terrible time to be there, or is. It's
still
hot.
that way, yeah. And we're supposed to have like triple digits here in the Carolinas next week.
Yikes.
Midweek, I think the highs are 100, 101, and 100. Not sure we'll be. It's too hot to go to the pool.
Yeah.
Oh, Wrigley really does look good.
Cool. This is all very familiar because I used to bring my son up here for fencing tournaments all the time.
Oh, very cool.
And so, there's the beach. So yeah, we had one big event it was held on the Navy Pier in the convention center there, which was really cool. Had people from all over the world.
Yeah, I enjoyed walking down the Chicago River. I think both times I was here, I stayed at the Sheridan on the river. It's right across from the University of Chicago. So I could walk to the river. I walked to the pier. I went down Michigan Avenue and found some good food.
Hello? Hello?
Gary!
Hello, Gary.
I couldn't remember which key I'd set for my push to talk. I changed it after last week because the one I was using was annoying me. I found it now.
It's got to be dark 30 for you, man.
It's 1:30 in the morning. I'm having a very late night because I've just been flying a lot of stuff and I haven't gone to bed yet. And then I just saw this stuff pop up on Discord and I said, "What's that?" And I was like, "Oh, right, yeah." So I put your live channel on. I was following that and I said, "How on earth do I join this?" And I managed to learn. I heard you say he probably hasn't got his headset on yet. And I was frantically looking for my push to talk key. I found it now.
I've got it turned off here, so there we go with Joe's rules on the Flying Dog Houses. You don't have to use push to talk.
Oh, right, okay. Well, it's best I do use it.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, because sometimes I say things when I'm flying if things aren't going well.
Yes, colorful metaphors. Yes, I understand.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna swing around, Nigel, and I'm gonna do some I guess concrete canyon surfing here. We're here, right?
Absolutely.
I'll go buzz the Salesforce building. Yeah, there's some very distinctive looking buildings in Chicago. Some of the older skyscrapers are quite charming.
I was kind of hoping to fly down the Magnificent Mile, but I don't think it's wide enough.
Yeah, good luck. Maybe in a helicopter.
Yeah.
Oh, I had some incredible food over there too. I found a steakhouse that was there, and I had pizza, and there was a Chinese place too that was absolutely off the chain.
Oh yeah, the food is fantastic. Question.
I also made a trip up here when I forgot about it actually until now. When I was working at a savings and loan, we came up and had some software training, and we went up in the John Hancock building. And have you been up in that one, Nigel?
I have, yes, indeed.
So you know how much it sways, right?
Yeah, it's certainly built to sway.
Well, it was built for me to blow chunks. How about that?
Oh, really?
I was sick as a dog.
It must have been not very much wind when we were there, because I don't remember it really moving.
Yeah, that's sort of an odd thing for a, in another time and place for a real world, flyer to be motion sick, but I was like off the rail.
That's funny. Yeah, you're maybe one of the very few people who's had motion sickness in a building.
Oh, well, here's the other irony. Heights, I really don't like them. It may have been more of that than really anything else. But I felt like I was going to fall, right? So I was like, this is just not good for me.
Good job you're only a simulated pilot then.
Well, flying in the real world didn't bother me, Nigel.
Oh, okay.
It really didn't. Maybe it's a control thing. Nah, that couldn't be it.
No way.
Nah, of course not. All right, let me see here what we got going on with the map. What have I done with little nav map? Oh my goodness. Good grief. Not sure what.
I will say, their modeling is pretty darn good.
Yeah, it is.
But then right here is the birthplace of Microsoft Flight Simulator.
That's right. They started with an airport here, right?
Meigs Field, right here, was the home airport for Microsoft Flight Simulator, and the first time they released it. I'm going to have to do a touch and go there.
Oh, yeah. No, that's fine. Have at it. I'll swing around.
Now, I see they have the runway, because I thought it wouldn't be there.
Gary, you said you've been flying a lot of different things. What are you flying these days?
Oh, what am I not flying? No, I've been practicing my airliners. So I'm getting really good at those. And I got Say Intentions a couple of weeks ago, but I couldn't use it because it wouldn't recognize my microphone, the one I'm speaking into now. I raised a case with them. I put a thing on our on Discord about it, and they said, "Oh well, it's an unusual setup, but we can't understand why it doesn't work because I'm using a Steinberg USB audio interface, which I've had a very long time, and it's an old Neumann Studio condenser mic I've had for 40 years, and so I've used this. I use it for everything. It just works. Say Intentions, nope, no audio. Can't find it. It recognizes it. It says, "Oh, it's there," but whenever I speak, no audio. So they weren't very helpful. So I looked into it myself, and I found that my USB interface is 24-bit only. And all the other things I used, like that rickety old headset and my old telephone wireless system, they're 16-bit. So I bought an Audio-Technica 16-bit condenser mic. Ta-da!
Ta-da! Yeah.
Yeah, so I've told them, your software doesn't work with 24-bit audio. I thought you would have known this. Good God, I can't be the only person ever to use 24-bit audio. But I've had no reply from them. It doesn't matter anyway. Now it's all working. So
yeah,
I've been using that the last few days, and I'm using FSI panel to do practice my landings with airliners because I'm pretty crap with it. But no, in the last, I just bought a new airplane yesterday. It's an Embraer 110 twin prop turbo. Lovely plane. I flew it from Dundee in Scotland down to London City today. It was fantastic.
That's an oldie but goodie.
Yeah, I'd not heard of it, but it's I've forgotten the name of the company who do it. It's begins with N. Where is it?
Joe, did you leave Chicago?
I am making my way back down to Midway. Yep. So we're ready. We're ready to go ahead and take off. If y'all are done, again, we got time.
Yeah, Gary, where are you? Are you at the airfield?
I am.
I need to turn on transmitter.
I've just restarted my flight simulator, and I'm now trying to find whereabouts are you, Meigs Field?
No, we're on our way back to Midway right now.
I'll turn on transmitter and see if I can find you. Then I'll just pop into the air roundabout where you are.
Yeah, we're probably about 4 nautical miles in from the coastline. From was it Merrill? KCGX.
I'm just coming up on Midway right now.
Yeah, I am too. You're ahead of me. I see you. I got your nameplate.
Yes, I saw you earlier. So yeah, let's go frighten the airliners.
I can see you. I can see you, Joe, on little nav map, and I'm not running transmitter.
It doesn't need. No, Does it need transmitter? It should do.
Well, we're on the same server, right?
Oh, which server are you using?
I'm using Southeast Asia, right? Are you on Asia?
No, not yet. In fact, I'm gonna have to restart a little nav map because it's just crashed on me.
I don't know. I'm not sure why you can see me then.
No, neither I. Because I just Speed Racer. That's Joe.
Yeah, that's that guy.
Yeah, how does that work without transmitter on?
Tell you what, let me start. I've had little nav map running all day. I've been flying all day, non-stop, since this morning, and I'd only shut it down about 10 minutes before I saw this alert come up. I just shut it down, and I was thinking, I better go to bed. And I saw this alert come up, and I went, Joe's doing his Friday night flight. I'll just have a quick look.
Gary, that sounds like you might need help.
No, I tell you, I'm a bit obsessed with this. It is becoming a problem.
I can tell. Yeah, but I'm the same way.
I'm gonna have to come up with some channel award for you, Gary, for like the I don't know, toothpicks holding up your eyelids award or something. Well, I am gonna do some UK friendly stuff over time. I really wanted to try to come up with an alternative for some of the folks who fly on VFO to get together during the week, in a USA friendly frame. It's hard for me to get to the after when I was doing them, or when we were doing them. Those afternoon flights, I loved them, and I really enjoyed the company, but it's kind of hard to pry yourself away from 3 to 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yes, thankfully being retired, I can.
You can do that, yeah.
I can feed this addiction.
Well, the thing is, I've just restarted a little nav map, and I can see you both flying around. And I've only just changed to the Southeast Asia because I was on Western Europe, which is what I'm normally on. But yeah, I can see you both circling around Chicago Midway. That's really bizarre because...
Yeah. Maybe it has to do with your multiplayer settings. I don't know.
No, I was under the understanding, because whenever we do a Sunday flight, first thing I do before we start is I start transmitter, get that set up, and I also run Join FS in case there's someone there.
And you're not running that tonight?
No, I'm not running anything.
Wow.
I'm just about to start. Oh.
Well, if someone's watching the live stream replay later and you know what's going on here, please put something in the chat. We'd love to know.
This keeps chucking me across to the west coast for some reason. I don't know why. Right.
All right. Let me get my altitude situation taken care of here.
It's the key I'm using for the press. That's what's causing this problem with my little nav map. I'm going to have to change that again. I'll change it to one on my joystick, the one I use for, say, intentions.
Yeah, it's much easier if it's on the joystick.
Yeah, so that's KMDW. Okay.
So one of the things, since I have been spending a lot of seat time in the Kodiak, I did figure out a bug. If you spawn onto the runway, your trim settings are a train wreck. If you spawn onto the ramp in cold and dark, they're fine.
I don't think that's limited to the Kodiak. I get that too in different aircraft.
Yeah, I'm sure it's how they modeled the plane. Yeah.
100% pitch down.
Yeah, you spawn onto the runway and it sets your trim to negative 38, which is nowhere near a real world value.
Yeah.
So that's going in my one-sheeter Gary.
So I'm just circling the tower, obstructing their view.
What time of day are you flying?
I've got early morning.
Somewhere around 3 p.m.
Yeah, I'll try that because it's dark when I just go straight to it. Right, there we go.
Yeah, it's like 7:50, I guess, Central. Are you Central time or Eastern, Nigel?
Eastern, which is it is a little strange because we are on the absolute edge of Eastern time.
Oh, that must make dinner reservations fun.
And Chicago, of course, isn't.
Right. No, it's Central.
And yeah, as soon as we drive up from Indianapolis to Chicago, which is almost north, we have to change time zones.
All right. I am going to drop altitude here. I'm still at about 3,200 feet, so I'm going to get low and slow up a little bit too. Start following the good old highway here.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward to the St. Louis leg. I thought this one was cool too with the mix, but I'm looking forward to, buzzing through the the arch in St. Louis.
Right, I'm in the air.
Just have to find Route 66 now.
Started transmitter as well, but I could see you before I started transmitter.
I flat don't understand that.
Well,
No, neither do I.
strange reason I can no longer see you, Joe, but it was absolutely fine earlier.
Well, there have been gremlins in the past with multiplayer.
Almost every flight.
Yeah.
Almost every flight for someone.
Yep.
So, are you southwest of Midway? Are you already on the route?
Yeah, I'm over here on close to Route 66. I'm not too far from Kilo Lima Oscar Tango along the river. I don't remember the name of this river. I see you. Yeah, you're...
Am I ahead of you or behind you?
No, you were behind me, but you were heading in the right direction. Maybe come about 5 degrees right to your 1230.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just behind you, Nigel.
Yeah, this part of the flight, 66, is not really evident, right? But once we get down to Juliet, it really starts to kind of pop out of the landscape. I mean, you can definitely see it.
Oh, now I have you on little map.
Yeah, I am just to the northeast of Romeoville.
I see you. I'll sprint and let you catch up. Gary, what did you say you were flying?
I'm flying a PAC 750. I just picked it at random. I don't think it's fast enough, to be honest with you.
Well, one of the things that's different about these flights over here is I've got the flight broken up into 2 flight plans. So once we get down to Pontiac, you want to make an aircraft change while we have our break, feel free, because I don't have everything in one plan. It's split out into 2. And for those of you who are watching the replay of the live stream, I do have Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 version of the plans available over on the Discord too. Sorry, Gary, didn't mean to cut you off.
No. I need to change this key that I'm pressing because I changed it at the weekend and I shouldn't have picked it because it's affecting virtually everything I'm running.
Yeah, when I'm using push to talk, I've got it on my stream deck. Oh yeah, this will be a good segue. So I'm going to give Gary blame and credit at the same time. Glass out. Oh my goodness, it's a game changer. And it's also Gary's fault that I've picked up new iPads.
No, that's not the right way round, Joe. You're supposed to buy glass out if you have iPads.
Well, I've got an old iPad Air 2 I've had for years, and it's pretty. You know, it can't get updated past iOS 15, and it's not much use for anything.
No.
And look, it's perfect for glass out. And I just thought, So I went on eBay and I got 2. I mean, they look like brand new. One was 47 and one was 52 pounds. So it's like an average of 50 quid each. And so I've got the 3 of them on my desk. And I also, so when I'm flying like an Airbus, I've got my PFD, my ND, and the upper ECAM on those. And I have the MCDU on my phone, so I can see that changing as well. It's a game changer.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, even just moving them over if you've got a multi-monitor setup. But I'm waiting on my iPad to show up. I pulled out also because you stirred the drink with my brain. I got my old Acer laptop out, and now I have it server connected to my main PC running little nav mount. So I bought a mounting bracket for the laptop, so I have it up off the desk about eye level, so it makes it easy for me to just kind of glance over and kind of see where I'm at.
Well, the thing I found with glass out, you can create profiles. So say you've got an airplane, and then all of the instruments, you can create fragments, so you can like cut a piece of the instrument that you want out, and then you can arrange all of these in a single template. So then you can either have that on your iPad or on the screen, so it can have different bits of the glass screens all on one object that you can then. I've got one from I think it's the IndyBuilds a 640-300 I've got, and I've got different bits all stuck together, and I put it on my second monitor so I can see them all at the same time. It's an amazing piece of software, and it's really cheap as well.
You may have answered this already, Gary, but if you pop out, a G3000 that is touch screen, and you pop it out on your iPad, can you touch it and control it?
Yes, anything that's touch screen in the aeroplane, when you put it on glass out, especially on an iPad, it's touch screen.
Okay.
because I picked my phone up. I've got that Sovereign 680 plus the FS Reborn one, the private jet. I love that, and the one of the I pop out I think it's GTC one onto my phone, and I just pick my phone up and I can sit and press keys and change stuff, and it's fantastic. It means that my screen that I'm looking at to fly, it's just the view of where I want to go. I don't have to have any instruments on it. They're all underneath my screen, and they're much larger, so I can read them with my poor eyesight.
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure I gave you a shout out on that, and for those who may watch this replay, you'll get an idea of, hey, you need to go check that out, because it's really very, very good. I also see that my friend Mike has joined over on live chat on the live stream. So, Mike, hope you're keeping well. And you're right, it is hot. Good grief. And Mike, if you're watching and not flying, you're certainly more than welcome to join us in 2020, because I know that's what you fly. Okay, welcome to Juliet, Illinois. All right, I'm going to put myself right up over the top of Route 66, so.
That's the road off to our left.
Yep. Yeah, Mike's saying not going to fly with us tonight, but we'll be able to join future forward. So yeah, Mike, we'd love to have you along. I am not doing anything on this channel over the 4th of July weekend, so it'll be 2 weeks, and we'll go from Springfield to St. Louis and then on to I can't remember the next leg. Leg 3 and leg 4. St. Louis will be fun too. Can buzz the St. Louis Chess Club, I guess. Welcome to the Juliet Army Training Area. And I am almost to the Abraham Lincoln National Cemetery. I just upgraded my NVIDIA drivers again. So I've installed the one that they released 2 weeks ago. So far, I haven't had any issues with it.
Yep, I've installed that one as well, and I've not had a problem with it.
Yep, coming up over the top of the cemetery right now. So I'm not sure I'm going to do this yet, but one of the ideas I'm batting around for this Friday night flight series is jumping in some sort of dune buggy, particularly where there's I can't remember the name of the place on the route where all of the cars are stuck in the ground.
Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah.
It might be fun to jump out in the dune buggy and have a drive around. That is modeled supposedly.
Oh yeah.
And once we get a little bit further down the route, you'll start seeing some of the bypasses, which is quite interesting. A couple of places too where the highway seems to run parallel to rail too. Our midpoint or our coffee break is at Pontiac Municipal, and it will sneak up on you. If I remember correctly, it's to the left of the highway, about 4,500 feet, I think, from the runway, and it is paved. I've got winds 273 at 10, so I'm going to do a straight in at Pontiac runway 24.
Okay.
But fly to your condition. We've got enough separation, shouldn't be an issue.
Not there yet, right?
So,
how far away are we?
I'm about 25 nautical miles from our first stop.
All right, yeah, because I just went flashing past you before. I've just slowed down. You're back in front of me again.
And once we take off from Pontiac, the grid patterns in the landscape, they really become a whole lot more prominent. I've been on part of Route 66 in California, but not anywhere here. And I've never been to St. Louis.
Yeah, my wife and I have always fancied driving Route 66. I mean, is there much of it left?
Oh, yeah. I mean, Legacy Road. Yeah. I mean, it's still here. I think it would be grand to rent an RV, or I guess what you would call a caravan, and have a drive.
We call them motorhomes.
There you go.
No, my wife and I, we have a caravan that we tow behind the car. We have had for years. A couple of years ago, we rented a motorhome to see if we liked it, and we hated it.
Yeah.
It was cramped compared to the caravan, and we had to take it everywhere. It was a real pain in the backside because you had to pack everything away if you wanted to go anywhere. Whereas with the caravan, you park it up, put your awning on, leave it, and then
leave it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that saved me a lot of money.
getting off the beaten path here. Hocus pocus, time to focus.
So what are you flying, Nigel?
It's called a Blackwing, and it's a Swedish composite single piston. But it's a really, really nice aircraft because it's both extremely fast and extremely slow. You can cruise easily at 170 plus, but landing, touchdown speed is like 50,
57 or 58, probably, remembering right, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Yeah, so you've got both speed and pretty short field performance.
Doesn't it have thrust reverse too? It's been a long time since I've flown it.
No. It's retractable, of course.
Yeah. That's the problem with having so many airplanes. They all start, vegetable souping themselves together.
Sometimes it's a nightmare deciding what to fly.
Yeah.
But on that note, I read somewhere today that someone is developing a Fokker F50. Forgotten who it is now. But I want to get that when it comes out because I used to fly on Fokker F50s a lot from London City to Luxembourg 20 odd years ago.
Well, you can get the F70 and the F100 already.
Yeah, so the F50's a turboprop.
It was? Okay.
Yeah, and it's sort of like, I think it was the upgraded version of the F27. But I was quite fond of that plane because I flew on it a lot, and I thought, they haven't got one in Flightsim. I'd like to get one. I read yesterday that someone's developing, and I can't remember who it is
now. Since I wandered off the planet, I'm making my way back over to the magenta line.
Well, I'm just following you.
Sorry about that. Yeah, if you're lost and you're following me, well, there you go.
Yeah, well, I haven't got the plan or anything because I wasn't planning on doing this. I just saw you were here, and I thought, I'll have a quick look. I'm catching you up again. I better slow down.
I'm glad you joined us tonight, Gary. Pleasure to have you along as always.
Good news is, from where we are now, it's actually straight in. Just head 240.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know if y'all subscribe to Jonathan's newsletter, but he's also started a Discord. Sort of collect.
Yeah, I joined it yesterday.
Yeah, I did too.
Yes, me too. I assume it's just for his kind of private stuff.
It's for all of his content in a hub.
Right.
Yeah, I was talking to him before he did it, and he was trying to figure out whether he was going to do it or not.
It cost me a lot of money, Jonathan.
Yeah, well, I told him the other day, I said, I blame you for my hobby, and he laughed.
Well, the whole say intention thing with me was, I thought, I'm never ever going to need that. But since I've been flying airliners, which I've really got into, which I never thought I would, I thought, right, I'm going to have to get say intention. So I fork out for that as well.
Well, I love it for GA. I mean, it throws me right back into real world flashback. So I've enjoyed it.
So Gary, yes, I really enjoy the airliners too. Do you fly? You fly the My Air flights? Oh no.
Right. Okay. When I first did this, I was watching one of Jonathan's live streams, and it was a flight with Virtual Online. So
I think it was me and Patrick and Jonathan that were doing it, right?
yeah, so I sort of figured out how I could connect and everything. I remember I was going 1 2 1 2, and then Jonathan went, "Hello, is someone there?" And when you landed at that airfield, he explained to me how to set everything up.
Yeah.
I'm just slowing down, or I'm going to run it at the back of you, Joe. Yeah, I don't want to overtake you because I don't know where the hell I'm going. Yeah, so he explained to me how to set everything up, which I did. And the following weekend, I joined Sorry, I was just about to stall. I joined a flight, and I thought it was the same thing, but it wasn't, because Jonathan's dad was on it.
Yeah, that would be my air. Mm-hmm.
I got really confused about what was going on, and that was my air. But when I look at them, they do loads of airliner stuff.
Oh yeah, they do. That's their jam.
That's why I was saying, Gary, if you like the airliner stuff, they do good flights.
Well, when I get more confident with it, yeah, I will definitely do it. Because I'm subscribed to their newsletter. I get all of and I see the events in what do they call it? They call it something where you just all turn up somewhere. I forgot what it is now. Yeah, I will do when I get more confident with it. I've got to the point now. I mean, I'm flying Airbuses. I've got a couple of Boeings that my wife bought me for my birthday, but I found learning the Boeing stuff to be quite difficult compared to the Airbus.
Yeah,
what I've just done is this week I bought myself the Airbus TCA throttle quadrant, because my Bravo throttle quadrant, using it with an Airbus, it's really difficult hitting the detents.
Yeah.
And you sort of have to change your view to look at the throttle and move it till you see it click, and then you know you're in the detent. Whereas this arrived earlier this week, and I plugged it in, set it up, and now I just push the sticks forward, click. Oh, perfect.
Yeah, that's the controller that got me started. That's how I found Jonathan, right? I was trying to, because when I first started in the sim, I wasn't flying GA. I was flying the Airbus A320. And I bought that controller, and for the life of me, I couldn't get it configured in 2020. And I did a Google search, and Jonathan's channel popped up, and here we are.
I have to admit, I'm a Boeing guy.
Yeah, well, I definitely want to get into the Boeing. So my wife bought me the PMDG 737-800 and the 777-300, and I've flown them, just taken off, flown round, and then landed again. But when I've looked at instructional videos about, programming the MCDU and things like that, it's quite different from the Airbus one, which I find really easy.
Well, that's what they're famous for, is way easier than the Boeings. They joke a lot, the pilots, right? He said, if you want the airplane to fly you, get an Airbus. If you want to fly an airplane, get a Boeing.
Yeah, I can imagine that's pretty true, because I can get in the Airbus now, and I can start it up from cold and dark, set it up, take off, fly, everything. It's just second nature to me now. I just need to be able to do the same thing with the Boeing, which I will get to.
Well, yeah, absolutely. It gets easier. Obviously, the more you practice, the easier it gets.
Yeah, and the
Yes.
more you fly, period, too, right? I mean, never underestimate the value of seat time, because it does matter.
It does matter, because every single day for the last month, I have been flying the P-51D Mustang.
Yeah.
Because it is a complete and utter pig to fly, to take off and to land.
Yeah.
And I just could not get off the ground for a week. I could not get off the ground. Now I can take off, no problem. I can land it. I did a landing at Duxford the other night, because what I do is I take off at Debden.
Mm-hmm.
I don't embarrass myself in front of all those warbird flyers. Take off at Debden, fly over to Duxford, do a few passes around, and then land. And I did a landing the other night. I just sailed over the threshold, and it went down, and it did a 3-point perfect. In fact, I didn't realize I'd landed.
There you go. They call that butter, right?
Yeah. Well, it's the only time it's happened, but I do fly it every single day. I just do a couple of circuits and land it. They just didn't update to it.
Yeah, have you installed it yet?
Yeah, I did, because I got mine from Orbex, and it took them a few days to get it online. I got it installed earlier today. And quite frankly, I can't see any difference. I don't know what they've done.
I was worried that they had dumbed it down, because quite frankly, I enjoy the wrestling of that one and the Spit.
Yeah, the Spitfire took me ages to learn to fly. Because, I was giving it the old full throttle and off you go, and that's just not the way with a massive engine like that.
No.
Oh, right, we're at Pontiac now.
Yep. So we'll land here, and I guess we'll take about a 10-minute break. So if you are watching the live stream or the replay, here's where we take about 10 minutes to grab a beverage and a snack, and then we'll be back at it, and we'll fly leg 2. So I'll exit out of the sim and load back into leg number 2's flight plan. And if you have enjoyed watching the replay of this, we would love to have you along to fly with us. It's a lot of fun. So subscribe to our Discord and come hang out with us. All right, I think I've got airfield in sight here.
Yeah, I've just had to go around and around at the back of Nigel. That thing's really slow, Nigel.
Oh, on approach, yes, like I said, yeah, touchdown speed is
like
great.
58. Yeah, you'll stop at about 300 feet.
I saw you in front of me, and I tried to slow down, but I ended up, my stall warning went off, and I had to accelerate and then bank off right to not crash into the back of you.
All right, back inside the plane here.
Not sure where the parking is.
It's to the left.
Oh.
It's going to be to your left. All right. I don't really think I need 35 degrees of flaps. Just saying. All right, so I'm going to focus on landing here for a minute.
Get out your way. The only thing about this Blackwing, it's a bit of a pig on the ground.
Yeah, and this Kodiak 100 it does not like crosswind, and this high tail that it's got, it will, it can go Sally sideways on you for sure. All right.
Yeah, you're a caribou to me, Nigel.
Oh, yes, I've been told that before.
I think it's basically because the caribou's the last aeroplane in your library. It picks that one.
Yeah, it goes through all of them trying to find something close.
All right, we are down.
Very nice.
I didn't even leave cleanup on aisle 3. All right, so we'll taxi over here. We'll take about a 10-minute break and reload back in. Are you gonna change aircraft, Gary, or are you gonna stick with what you got?
Actually, I think I'm going to have to go to bed. It's 2:20. I've got a busy day tomorrow.
Oh, have a coffee. No, don't have a coffee. Go get some sleep, man. Good to have you along. Thanks for joining.
Absolutely. Good to hear you, Gary.
I mean, it was totally unplanned. I knew you were doing this today, but it's like, that's far too late for me.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, I'll come up with an award for you.
I was accidentally having a late night anyway. And then I saw you flash up on Discord, and I went, "Oh, what's that?" And I went, "Oh, hello." Yeah, but no, great. I mean, I quite like the idea of this Route 66 flight, but like I say, it is a bit late for me.
So, what do you guys think about doing this as a Sunday flight for Virtual Flight Online? This leg, these two. Think people would enjoy it?
Definitely.
Yeah, I think so.
Because there would be no planning required, right? Copy paste.
And we know they have Meigs Field. Maybe take off from there.
Yep, we can certainly do that. Yeah, we can adapt the plan just a touch, and maybe we can do a touch and go at Midway on the way south, right?
Exactly. Yeah, for sure.
All right, so let's go ahead and take our break. I will bid you good night, Gary. Nigel, are you in for the duration?
Yep, I'm good.
All right.
I'm great. Gonna get myself a beverage, and I'll be back.
All right, I will be as well.
All right.
Good night, guys.
Good night, Gary. Take care.
See you on Sunday.
All right, we'll do.
Cheers. Bye.
Cheers. Okay, as I mentioned, if you're watching the replay of the live stream, we do take a break here, so and we're streaming, so I can't pause. So we will leave the recording going here, and when I get back, I will be spawning back into this airfield with flight plan number 2, which will take us from Pontiac down to Springfield. So be back in about 10. Oh, me. All right. We are still live streaming. So we need to spawn back into this airfield, and we'll reload our second flight plan. Hopefully, the sim will cooperate with us tonight, and it won't make me completely go all the way out and restart, but we might. We'll see. Okay, back to the FB. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay, I think I've got the right flight plan here. Yep. All right, so let's go ahead and get that sent over to ATC and avionics. Spawn back in. I will change the time of day again. And I'm going to keep my fingers crossed that this loads. So let's see. Yep, it's going to make me go all the way out of the sim, folks. Oh, well. I am not going to tarry or waste time here. I'm going to go ahead and just get back to the desktop. And it looks like it's going to freeze on exiting the desktop as it does on me from time to time. So as much as I love Microsoft Flight Sim 2024, it is not a bed of roses. There's still bugs and things that need to be addressed. All right. Nigel, I'm reloading back into the sim. I'll be back in a second.
I just got back in the room.
I need a test pattern.
Okay.
Every time I've done this, if at the midpoint stop, if I try to spawn back into the airport with a different flight plan, it just locks up. It leaves me at the Earth menu.
Oh, you know what I did? I actually joined your two flight plans into one.
Well, there you go. And I may start doing that.
It makes it easy.
Yeah, I may just do that for myself, right? I want people to have flexibility in terms of if they want to change their aircraft and they don't want to muck with developer mode, they don't have to.
Well, I think you can change your aircraft no problem with the same flight plan.
Can you? I don't know that I have ever gotten that to work.
Well, if you have the flight plan, if you have the overall flight plan where KPNT is just another waypoint in the middle, then you just have the one flight plan. You never have to change it. Or if you change aircraft, you just reload the same flight plan and you'll be halfway through it.
All right, let's see what this does for me. So do you have the 414, Nigel? The fly somewhere?
The payware one?
Yeah.
No, I do not.
Do you have the Kodiak 100?
I don't, no.
I was going to send you a couple of quick reference guides. Black squares, I guess you have? Do you have the Baron or the Bonanza?
I have the B55 Baron, black square. I have another one. What is it? Can't remember now. But Yeah, no, I looked at the Kodiak and I was tempted, but it was so slow.
Yeah, depending on what kind of flight you're doing.
Oh no, you know what? I looked at the Kodiak that's in Microsoft Flight Simulator, and that one was really slow. But that's the Kodiak Porter.
Yeah. All right. Maybe we're making progress here. Well, I guess while I'm killing time with this is a good time to invite people to subscribe to the channel and subscribe to Discord. And if you're feeling froggy, have a look at our newsletter.
Yeah.
I really enjoy writing those newsletter articles. They're a lot of fun.
Yeah. Is it's here on the Discord or elsewhere?
I'll send you an invite.
Okay. That would be great.
There should be a link on the channel, but I'll send it directly to you. I don't do any of that if I'm doing anything with Virtual Flight Online. I want to be very respectful of Jonathan, but you know, I've got some things I want to do myself too.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be doing any of it if it weren't for him.
There's plenty of room, because everybody does slightly different things.
Yeah, and my checklist and stuff, all my documentation I'm doing is different than his. So I have had fun doing the. I've got knee boards that I have built. I think I've done about 50 aircraft so far. I just don't have them all up on the store yet. And they take forever.
And so what is it exactly you put together?
So I've built like one sheets. Oh, might as well just show one. Hang on a minute. Let me see if I can get this to work. Why not? We're off script tonight. And it'll be good for people to see kind of what they look like too. Let me open my browser. Move that over. And how do I want to do this? Okay. All right. So I've just changed this in the live stream. So I don't know if you're watching along or not, Nigel. So if you want to go back over to the YouTube, I'll send you the link anyway. I have a Ko-fi store just like Jonathan. So right now I've got in my store, I've got the Cessna 414, the A1 Skyraider, the Avro Anson, the Spit, the Cessna 172, Cessna 140, Kodiak 100. I wrote a customization guide for changing the markings on the Mosquito. I've done the Bonanza Pro Turbo. And I've also got the C47 and DC3 up there too. So slowly but surely, I have done all of the black square ones that I own. So all of the Bonanzas and all of the Barons, and I broke them up based on engine variant. Yeah. And I pulled 2024 performance data out too. So there's that, and then anything that was a gap that was just default. I mean, I've just used the stuff out of the default documentation to kind of fill in the blanks. It's not going to be 100% just 2024. I mean, you wouldn't get quite enough immersion, right? But I have tried to make it clear in terms of what works in the aircraft and what doesn't. Yeah, exactly. And that's really the thing, right? And with the knee board, if you just want something in the cockpit to remind you of the flow, then you've got that too. But I've only started that. I did an upgrade version too, right? So if an aircraft had gone from 20 to 24, where they had rebuilt one that was in 20 and then they built 2024 native, I've done some comparatives too. I mean, like I said, I have spent an amazing amount of time kind of working on that. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, all right, back to it. Yeah, I've done a bunch of warbirds too. I've done the F-15, the F-16. I've done the C-130. I just don't have all of them published. I mean, it just takes forever, man. And doing all this artwork and stuff. Oof. Yeah, well, it's either that or it's something else entirely, which I'll just leave alone. Yeah, so I've gone down a rabbit hole and there's no coming back. All right, back over in the sim. All right, I'm sitting at the end of runway 24. Ready?
Oops. Wow. Okay, I took my foot off the brakes while I was talking to you.
Oh, you're good.
So I ended up taxiing across the airfield.
Oh, there you go. We had a group flight on VFO, and I had gone to get coffee, and I forgot to put the parking brake on. And
oh no, where were you?
And I was doing like a road trip, which was really funny. Everybody was giving me a hard time about it. Like, stuff happens. Checklist. We don't need no stinking checklist.
We don't need no stinking parking brake either.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Wasn't the greatest of takeoffs, but it's okay. I really have found in all seriousness, one of the things that is extraordinarily difficult is to try to do all this narration and aviate at the same time.
I bet, and I am always in awe of the people on my air that are doing ATC and flying at the same time. I just can't imagine.
Yeah, great. The other admin, so there's Jonathan, myself, and then Greg are the three admins on VFO, and Greg does some of the ATC, I think.
He does, yes.
He's a good guy. I really have enjoyed getting to know him. So if you watch this, Greg, I hope your ears are burning. No, they're good people. I miss Senior. He is a hoot. He used to fly with us all the time over on Virtual Flight.
Yeah. No, I'm joining them regularly, and actually their season just ended.
Yeah, they were taking a hiatus, right? They're all taking the summer off.
Yep, apparently. Although I think there might be some ad hoc ones.
Yeah, maybe we'll get some crossover on Sunday from it.
Yeah.
All right, we are up and away. Well, a little nav map has lost my airplane again. Not sure what's up with that. Anyway,
Seems to be heading in the wrong direction.
Yeah, I'm going east, young man, instead of south. Yeah, I'm trying to look at little nav map and fly and talk.
come back to 66.
Yeah, if only I were inverted too. There we go. There we are. Yeah, I mean, it's much more obvious that this leg of the flight where Route 66 is. There are a couple of bypass loops here between Pontiac and Bloomington. And I bet there are some wonderful little places to stop along this section of the highway.
Well, you know, flying Route 66, we've always got an emergency landing right here.
There you go. That is true.
And you have disappeared off little map for some reason.
I've got me. I'm right behind you. I'm probably about 1,200 feet off your 6.
Have to slow down here. Going a bit fast.
Yeah, I've got about 158 on my airspeed. All right, here we go. I think we've reestablished contact with the road.
Very good. Yeah,
Right.
I don't know why little map is screwing up. Oh, I saw you underneath me.
Well, and you're not showing up for me now on little nav map. You were there, and now you're gone.
Yep, it's flaky today.
Yeah, I noticed that I was having some scenery, what I call popcorning, taking place, where you see LODs kind of popping in all throughout the landscape.
Yeah.
Which, you know, sometimes it's better than others. And, you know, I'm running a 5080 graphics card and an i9, so it ain't that.
No.
Yeah, one of the things that really fascinated me about this terrain is, you know, looking at all of the rectangles. I mean, they're everywhere. Obviously, it's farmland, right?
Well, this is very familiar to me, being in Indianapolis.
So I wonder what they're growing here in this part of Illinois. Do you know? I don't.
There's two choices, corn or soybean.
Yeah, they grow a lot of soybean in North Carolina, too. Corn, yeah, for like livestock silage.
Well, here, the Midwest corn is really good.
Oh, yeah, I bet it is.
For people.
Yeah, not for the cows. Yeah, so my grandmother grew up on a dairy farm here in North Carolina, so I'm used to fresh produce. I'm spoiled by it.
Yeah, I bet. We actually this year joined a farm co-op for vegetables. So we go out to the farm every week, Thursday, and pick up our fresh vegetables. And I must admit, very different than the store.
Oh, absolutely.
Now, if we could just find somewhere to get real fruit that hasn't been irradiated.
Yeah, that would be good too, wouldn't it? But we're growing tomatoes and cucumbers. So we started out small. We're what I call rain bucket farming right now. We'll probably branch out once my wife retires in September next year. I think we'll probably have a bigger garden. But I love tomatoes and cucumbers. They're two of my favorite things.
Yes, good tomatoes are fantastic. I am trying to replicate what I was once able to do, growing chocolate cherry tomatoes.
Oh, yeah, that sounds good.
And those were off the charts, but for some reason these last 2 years the tomato crops have been terrible.
We had a little bit of bloom rot, which we cured. Didn't have enough calcium in our soil.
Oh.
They were getting dark spots on the bottom of the plant or the fruit.
Yeah, my problem is they just won't grow. They're just like almost in suspended animation.
We also got some sunflowers we planted too, which are gorgeous.
Yes. Yes, indeed. We have a few of those too.
All right, for those of you who are watching the stream, we are now over another one of the bypasses that I was talking about here with Route 66. So coming into Bloomington, the road will just go around instead of through, saving all of about 2 minutes.
Yeah. Yes, they still call it 66 downtown.
Yeah, and there's probably an interstate label attached to this now too, right? So it's going to be 66 co-branded with something else. The earlier part of the route was Illinois. I can't remember the highway number, but it was an Illinois route.
Yeah, it looks very big. Yeah, it looks interstate-ish, sure. Trying to scud run under these clouds. Are you on live weather?
I think I do have live weather turned on, yeah. So I've got a bit of cloud too. And right now my controllers are just going wonky. So hopefully I'm not going to have a sim issue here, but it's kind of feeling that way. Just about lost control of the aircraft. Kind of odd.
Yeah. I did just download that free Anson today.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I almost thought about doing it tonight, actually, but I figured group flying for the first time with a new aircraft doesn't usually go very well.
Yeah, it usually doesn't end well, does it? Well, whatever was going on, my aircraft is now kind of stabilized again. All right, so we're about 1.5 miles, 2 miles from Bloomington now.
Yeah, I do love the variety we get here, flying all over the world.
Yeah, and part of the power of having, multiple people hosting, I mean, we're going to gravitate toward different kinds of flights too. So aside from the benefit of, just sort of sharing the workload, I think the channel is better because, we've got more people, planning the flights.
Yeah, that is definitely a plus.
Because if you don't, I mean, if you got like 2 or 3 people doing all of it, then it turns into, oh, well, it's their show. No, it's not. It's not our show. We're just doing the bulk of the lift. So I really do appreciate you and Gary stepping up and helping out.
Oh, you're welcome. It's actually very enjoyable.
I love doing the planning stuff. I really do. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I was just tweaking the Yellowstone Tetons the other day.
Speaking of, I've got to get my Appalachian Tour flight up. I thought about changing it and waiting until July for that scenery release for the national parks.
Okay.
Because part of the route's going to get updated right with that. So I don't know. You may sign in on Saturday and you see something that has absolutely nothing to do with Asheville.
On Sunday, you mean?
Yeah, or Sunday. Yeah. back in the day, I usually had a whole quarter's worth of stuff up there, and I didn't have to worry about it. I'd like burn a Saturday and just, plan out the wazoo and then have them ready to go. But
yeah,
I've been working a lot of time, right? So I worked some over last night too. Of course, it was release night last night, so we were pushing code. And you know how much fun that is.
Yeah, you're doing IT, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, this is definitely one of the larger places we've flown over on this leg.
Yes.
It's like about maybe 35 or 40,000 here, maybe.
Typical Midwestern town.
I bet you get 20 or 30 miles to the south of this place, and you got some stargazing that's probably very incredible.
Oh yeah.
That's one of the things that I want to pick up once I get to retirement, is I want to buy myself a telescope.
Yes. Yeah. It's a good hobby. What I find very interesting around astronomy is actually just spending some time on ChatGPT asking questions about the processes of star making and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, the other day I got a complete rundown on hydrogen fusion in our sun.
Oh yeah, that's very cool stuff. So way on a planet long ago and far away, pun intended. Part of my undergrad degree, I have an earth sciences minor. So I took a boat ton of landscape processes and other science, and then I took just about every astronomy class that they offered. I loved it. It was a lot of fun. It's probably the most enjoyable part of college for me was actually the earth science piece and not the IT stuff.
Yeah, it sounds very interesting. Talking about earth science, I just, for whatever reason today, I was looking at a detailed map, because we're heading in that direction, of where the Ohio River and the Mississippi River join.
Mm-hmm.
And the flow of water from the Ohio
Mm-hmm.
is 35% higher than from the Mississippi.
Mm.
So the river that actually goes to New Orleans is really the Allegheny, Ohio.
Oh, that's interesting.
And the Mississippi is, from a hydrology point of view,
Mm-hmm.
is considered a tributary to the Ohio River.
Oh, that's interesting. I did not know that.
I had no idea either so I read up on it, and yes, the hydrologists consider it a tributary.
Yeah, one of the earth science classes that I took was hydrology, but it's been so long ago. It's hard for me to pinpoint exactly what we covered in that class. And then I took one on glaciers. The landscape processes class I took was awesome, because we talked about all sorts of stuff. And I love the ocean, and I love the salt marsh too. to me, the salt marsh is just absolutely a fascinating place. It's a smelly place.
And got a lot of it in Carolinas, right?
Yeah. Most of our beach areas, are swampy, and the part of the eastern part of the state too, right?
Yes.
So once you get to about Rocky Mount, right, then you start running into some of that swamp.
My partner actually comes from, well, she actually was born in New York, but she spent a lot of time growing up in Georgetown, South Carolina.
Oh yeah, the paper mill.
Yeah. Yes. Paper mill and the old rice plantations.
And the Francis S. Marion National Forest.
I didn't know that.
Yes, it's. I won't use profanity, but it's pine tree purgatory. Oh, you drive from Myrtle Beach to Georgetown. That's where you're at, man.
Yeah. Not much there.
No. Pine trees and squirrels and bear.
Pine trees, squirrels, yeah.
And some snakes that you don't want to have any part of. Yeah, most people don't really think about bear being part of the beach wildlife ecosystem, but they are definitely in the mix.
Yeah. Thankfully a bit smaller, I think, than some of the ones in the mountains, hopefully.
Now, there's black bear on the eastern part of the state too, as well as the west. My son, when he was working for NavAir, he was at Cherry Point Naval Air Station.
Oh yeah.
And he lived in Newbern.
Yeah, I hear that.
Newbern's a charming little place, but there are bear. He would have bear run through his apartment complex.
Really?
Yeah.
Gosh. I didn't know there was a high concentration near the coasts.
Absolutely.
But makes sense. A lot of fishing by the coasts.
Yeah, and then a good chunk of eastern North Carolina is what I would just call uninhabited, right? It's very, very low population density, right? It's agricultural.
Yeah. Yes, pig farms outnumber the people.
And chicken farms.
Oh, chickens too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you want to know where Smithfield barbecue comes from, there you go.
Oh, okay.
There's a town in North Carolina called Smithfield.
Named after the original, I'm sure.
There you go.
Yeah, I used to enjoy going down to the Wilmington area, a little south of there.
Southport.
Southport, exactly.
Yeah, that's a beautiful little small town. It's so charming.
It is. It is beautiful. We rented a cabin on the coast near there, or a house.
Well, if you haven't thought about doing it, it might be worth a trip to do the 4th of July festival in Southport. They do it up. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, do they?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've done that a couple of times around the 4th of July. We'd usually stay at Oak Island, which is probably about 8 or 10 nautical miles from Southport.
Oh wow, close. Yeah.
It's very, very close, right? So you just drive over, and actually one of my favorite places in North Carolina right now is closed, the North Carolina Aquarium.
Where is that? In Wilmington?
It's over across the Cape Fear River near Carolina Beach. So
okay.
There's an old Confederate fort there, so there's that. That's just a charming little. I mean, it's like a time warp. If you make your way, you go from Southport over to where the I can't talk tonight, Nigel. The aquarium is. Take a ferry across, and then you get into a time warp. I mean, if you start going north toward Wilmington, so that'll put you at like Carolina Beach, and then the next major spot would then be up past the Cape, paralleling, I guess, the Cape Fear, right, up into Wilmington near the airport. But it looks like, even though it's developed now, it still kind of has that 1970s kind of tinge to it.
Uh-huh.
Lots of beach cottages and that kind of thing.
Not quite keeping up, yeah.
Which is good. That's what you want on a vacation spot. Place to slow down. I think the North Carolina Board of Tourism needs to sponsor my channel.
Yeah, especially if we do some flights and you stream it and show the scenery.
Goodness knows I've done enough at Kitty Hawk First Flight.
I've never gone down there yet.
No? Oh,
No.
well, we're going to have to do that. So the other thing that I kind of have in my idea brain is doing a lighthouse tour.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Because there's a boat ton of them in North Carolina, South Carolina, and up into Virginia and Maryland, right?
Yep. Also in Michigan, believe it or not.
Oh, yeah. Mackinac.
Mm-hmm. There's a ton of lighthouses.
Yeah, that's another place where we haven't really flown a lot on the Sunday flights, is up in Michigan. We did do a little bit. We flew from like Green Bay up to Mackinac.
Yeah. Have you guys done much in Canada?
A little bit, but it's just kind of a one-off kind of thing. But yeah, I was mentioning Greg, right? I mean, Greg lives in Toronto.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I think he may have participated in a group flight that we did in the Toronto area. I think he may have been our tour guide. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff to see, right?
Yeah. Many of the airline flights he has hosted have, I think nearly everything has been in Canada. But, of course, you only get to see where you land and take off. And the rest is at 38,000 feet.
Well, we could do a group flight. We could start out in Buffalo and then head over to Niagara and go up into Canada.
Yeah. And across and
swing down the Erie Canal, right?
It sure could.
The world is our oyster.
That would be fun.
All right. Well, if you think people would favorably react to this one, I'm probably gonna put it on our calendar.
I think it is a great contrast, and it's a real piece of Americana.
Yeah.
And there is a reason, I suppose, they call it the flyover part of America.
Right. Because there's really nothing much to stop at.
Well, yeah.
No offense to anyone who lives here. My reaction to this scenery would be just from our group dynamic would be, oh man, Joe, this is flat. It's like, yes, parts of Earth actually are flat.
But I've been in group flights in northern Australia, which is not only flat like this, but
and
it's
barren.
It's all brown. There is no vegetation.
I think I'm going to go straight in on runway 22.
Okay.
Because I am almost to the feathers now, so.
Oh gosh. So we are. Never. Okay.
Well, thanks for being along tonight too. I appreciate it. I've enjoyed it.
Fun, Joe. Very fun. So thanks for doing it. And I should be able to get to quite a few Friday nights. I think going forward.
Well, you know you are welcome, as is everyone. If you're watching the live stream, come have a fly with us.
Yes, it's fun here. Great place to fly.
Think of all the topics we've covered tonight. We've talked about agriculture, earth science, astronomy, the sim.
Nobody's crashed yet?
Not yet. Well, it's still early.
Shouldn't say things like that.
No, because here it comes. All right, time to aviate now.
Yeah.
All right, put my pilot hat back on here. And use one of my grandfather's sayings, time to get woed up. Time to slow down. So you don't use VR, do you, Nigel?
I do not. I thought about it strongly, but not being able to see all of the controls that I'm actually using.
Yeah.
And I use Stream Deck a lot, and so and another device, a PAP3 from WinWings, and I, like you guys, I haven't used glass out, but I do pop out all the panels so that they're on different monitors and scattered around.
I think if you get glass out, you're going to love it.
I will get it. I'm absolutely.
Because it's like $12 or something. It's insanely cheap.
Yes, that's what I'm told. So instead of VR, I got myself a 49-inch wide monitor, which is way less money, and gives you an incredible panoramic view.
Yeah, I was considering replacing my 32-inch with a curved 48, and I've got two other monitors I'm using. I've got a 27-inch that I have that's portrait. So I use it for OBS for recording, and then also for Discord. And then I have a little nav map now running on my laptop.
500.
Yes. Yeah, I have a little map on a laptop as well.
Okay, Speed Racer on final, runway 22.
On long final behind you.
And I am down, and I'm going to go ahead and pull into the grass to get out of your way.
Okay. Well,
here's the taxiway, so I'm good.
Yeah, I'm still a long way down.
All right, Speed Racer taxi. I want to do some warbird flights too.
Yes.
Time for another mock loop run.
Yeah, I've got plenty of planes for the fast jets. What I am light on is I haven't got into the World War II era yet.
Well, there's another rabbit hole for you.
Yeah, I'm in so many rabbit holes right now. I just don't know. I really want to get better with some of the aircraft I've got.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the whole point of that video series I'm doing on being a better pilot, right? Is getting people to try to change their mindset a little bit about just focusing on one thing and getting to know it, and you know it inside and out, and then you don't have to guess, and then you can just get in and fly. You build the muscle memory, and you understand the checklist, and you know where things are in the cockpit. But I mean, if you're bouncing around between 25 and 30 aircraft, good luck to you, right?
I know.
Even though there are patterns, right? I mean, you and I both know that. However, that doesn't change performance characteristics or personality or approach speed memorizations and all those other fun things that get you to better flying, I guess is a good way of me saying it.
Yeah, you can fly 100 aircraft poorly.
Or you could fly 3 or 4. And even that's pushing it, right?
Yes, I like to have a class. I like to have something in every class.
Mm-hmm. Well, like I said, when I first started in flying sim, I was flying A320 almost all the time.
Okay.
And then we had somebody join Virtual Flight Online. His name was Glenn. And Glenn got to be a good friend of mine. He has since passed away from cancer. But he got me pulled into flying warbirds. And he actually planted the idea in my head of doing some of the scenery stuff that I've done with Brian. And
okay. That's what got you started.
That's, Glenn and Brian both, right? I mean, I think Brian I'll blame for the P-40. I mean, that's a $18 aircraft, and it is a great value. So if you want to go grab a warbird to start with, that P-40 is really good.
Okay.
So I'd give that a recommend. And it's cheap. It does what it is advertised. There is some modeling of breakage, so you got to take care of it.
Okay. All right.
The engine will blow up on you. Mm-hmm. You can kill it.
And you can't turn that off?
I'm not sure if you can turn it off or not. I've got it turned on, so I haven't really tried to turn it off.
Yeah. Well, I'm very tempted by the Mosquito. And
oh, yeah, it's a great bird. It's a lot of fun.
I think that might be my first World War II purchase.
Yeah, and there's some other freeware ones out there too. Do you like amphibious planes?
I flew amphibious for the first time last week, and it was a ton of fun.
So there's a piece of freeware you need to go get yourself over on Flightsim.to. There is a Grumman duck.
Okay.
And it is a barrel of fun.
Okay. Yeah.
And there's a video on my channel, so if you want to get a preview of it, go watch that. But I think you would have a lot of fun with it.
We were flying in Norway.
Norway. Fjords.
In the fjord. And it was beautiful. It was so much fun, and in some ways it's easier to land actually.
Yep.
Unless it's a small lake. But it was a lot of fun, so I'd like to do some more of that. So I'll go check out that Grumman.
Yep. All right, so I'm going to do my close on the live stream. If you haven't already done so, please like and subscribe. We'd love to have you as a channel member. We'll be back in 2 weeks for the next leg of our Route 66 Friday night flights. Until then, thank you for being along with us, either live, hidden, or watching the replay.
Hope to see you all there.
Yeah, please join us. This is very much typical, I think, of the group flight experience that we have, not only here, but also on Virtual Flight Online. So, friendly folks, and you're more than welcome to be along. So, thanks for being here tonight, and take care, be kind to each other, and stay well. Cheers, everybody.